got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I done got beer.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Go!
Ready.
57 Mike. Army. Check.
Rock it.
Hey, watch it. Watch the twist.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a nice spin into some open field. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first and 10, Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. Oh, he sheds himself free. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Hey, Delta. Go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. That's going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and he
will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Set up. 60 out more.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 53 for Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Mike, 7.
What we got? Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Now.
Second and 15. Firing Going quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They get 14 yards there at a first down.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Looking to throw. Stanley. He's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Let's go now.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
X3, 218, chop.
Back to throw. Stanley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Hey. Ready?
Looking to throw. Stanley. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Wahoo!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Mike, 53.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. This will be caught inside the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
56. Check 56.
Back to throw. Stanley. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On first down, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that one's complete to Gurley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 52. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Get it.
2nd and 3. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
53, check 53. Pilot, 64, weak. Check, crouch. Check. Hey! Check. Let's go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Back. Ready?
Off play action. Herbert. Throw left side complete. It's Flowers. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's Mixon on the counter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Go! Mike 4. Got one. Mike 4.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, Sam on.
Back to throw. Herbert. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Off the bootleg. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hatchet, hatchet. 80 weapon.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Let's go.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Alpha. 57-5.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Double dog. That's 8. Orbit. 8. Here we go, D. All day. Defense. On 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, watch out. Check right 54. Right 54. Tighten up.
To throw again. Stanley. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
53, Mike. Get it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stanley. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check 3. Check Travis. Check 4 and 3. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Protein spill.
From the gun, Stanley. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, let's go.
The final shot before break. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, echo. Topper. Now. Run. Check 13. Hey, just shoot.
To throw on 3rd down. Stanley. And he's got his target. That's more. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on 1st down. Stanley. Sideline throw. That's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. 60 or.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. And that's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Operating from the gun. Stanley. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Ready? To throw from his end zone. Herbert. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Good push up front, and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Hey, Haywood! 57, Mike.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Flush to his right. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returning it is Moore. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Set. General West. And ready. Deep trip.
To throw on second down. Stanley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
X3, 218, chop. 56, Mike, sit down.
Back to throw. Stanley is going to let this one go deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go! At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, check 24.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his fourth touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Check nickel. Sit. Hey, lock it. Check 24. Ready.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line. That's the end.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 4.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go, baby.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, They have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
Check 56. Come off the ball.
On 1st and 10, Herbert to Mixon on the check down. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2nd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
And the Brooklyn first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You can't block me. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Rush in. Rush in. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 25. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Show it up. Snap.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Break. Hey. Big ass. 80 weapon. Check 24. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Get it.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Down. 10 Lobo. Check 53. Go. Switch it. Come here. Switch. Hey, Foxtrot. Yo. Go. Watch twist.
From the gun, Stanley. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Larson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Herbert. Throw left side complete. It's Flowers. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Leaping, and he makes the grab. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Here we go.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike, 53. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's third down.
Set up, 18 Gator. Let's go, let's go. Hey, exit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Ready.
From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Herbert. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Henry. Check. 53's Mike. Come on. Come on, D. Ready.
And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the Falcons' 49-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Target. Second.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Brooklyn, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Converting my dome in like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.